Project 613, day 151. In the Holy Temple, every single day, twice a day, the Kohen would offer incense on a special altar that was located inside the sanctuary. There were two altars in the Holy Temple. There was the large altar that we learned about a few days ago that was in the courtyard. It was very tall, large, had a large fire on it, and that's where the sacrifices were offered. But there was a golden altar inside the sanctuary, in the same room where the menorah and the table of the showbread was placed. There was also a small altar. It was golden, had a small fire on it, and they would offer incense. This incense was made from spices with a very specific type of formula that is mentioned in the Torah only in part. The rest of it is clarified in the Mishnah. And traditionally, there was one family that knew the secret recipe, exactly how to produce the ketoret, the incense. There is a negative commandment. We are prohibited from replicating the incense. If you know the formula of how to make the incense for the Holy Temple, you are not allowed to replicate it for any other type of use other than the incense that was used in the Holy Temple. This small altar, the golden altar that was placed inside the sanctuary, was exclusively for the incense, and there is a negative commandment. We are prohibited from offering any other type of sacrifice on that small altar. So a sacrifice that was welcome on the large altar outside in the courtyard, if it was brought onto that golden altar, that was a prohibition. That was a grave sin. Let's talk about another important piece of furniture in the Holy Temple. In fact, the holiest piece of furniture, the Holy Ark. The first thing that God told Moses with regard to the building of the tabernacle was how to prepare a special box that would contain the two tablets. It was a golden box. In fact, it was a wooden box that was surrounded by a golden box on the outside. There was a golden box on the inside. The two tablets were in there. There was a golden cover and two cherubs. It was these two images of angels that had childish faces. And this was the Holy Ark. And there were these two poles on either side of the Ark. And the way they would transport the Ark was the Levites would carry the Ark with the poles. And so there is a specific commandment for the Kohanim and the Levites to carry the Ark with those poles. And there is a negative commandment, the prohibition, to never remove the poles from the Ark. Thank you all for watching. More tomorrow.